I'd stand inside my house and look out the picture window, and I'd see this huge field of whatever it is, about a half acre too, and I kept saying to myself, what am I doing mowing the lawn here when I could be growing food? So it was a vision and a dream, and week after week would go by, and I'd kind of hear this and see this. And Mary was the assistant pastor at St. John's Episcopal Church, and we had some dialogues with the pastor at the time and her, and then Maynard Tyson from Waterbury Baptist Ministries, who was very interested in the project, and Waterbury Baptist Ministries had a soup kitchen and a program called Jubilee Harvest where they distribute food. So we began 9 years ago growing organic food as best we can be, and here we are 9 years later. Now we have 52 raised beds that are 4 feet by 12 feet, and we grow, right now we just put collard greens in, and cabbage, and broccoli, and lettuce, and lots of onions too. We're putting up more of a barn now so that we can store tools and equipment, but also dry out onions and have places to store stuff. Put a refrigerator out there when we need to fridge stuff before it goes down.
People who are blessed so that they can be a blessing to others. And Sharon House has been blessed with people donating seeds and all to them. And they have become a blessing for other people. For example, when we came up with the idea about Sharon House, and we were talking about how we could use Sharon House as a working retreat center where people from the city, from the suburbs could go out to Sharon, Connecticut, and work in the soil. They could work getting their hands dirty, doing labor, and then as they're doing this, they would have an experience with God, an experience with nature. Last Saturday, we took a group from the city here over there for the barn raising, and on our way over there, we ran into wild turkeys. There were turkeys crossing the road. Many of our people, the only time they've seen turkeys in the grocery store, and to see them flying wild there was, just wonderful for them. When we got there, we were greeted by a bunch of insects flying around us and everything, and it was, for a lot of people, they were wishing they were back in the city when the insects were all over them. But again, that was an encounter and an experience with God, with nature, and even through pesky insects, God spoke to us. And then the working out there in the soil, doing the painting. I watch as some of our church members, every Sunday they're coming together, meeting together. We're there, and they say, "What's your name?" And things I wish would happen in church was happening outside church, but they would be in church, talking to each other, learning about who they are as they paint, as they were working in the soil. I got a promotion. My job was to shovel manure or compost, and I think it was a great place to come up with sermons and illustration, and I had the best time working there. And it's been a while since I've had to just put a shovel in my hand and work shoveling all day long. So it was just great, and it was good to see St. John's and Waterbury Baptist Ministry being the body of Christ working together, and the walls of our buildings were not there. So no one could say, well, that's person St. John's or that person Waterbury Baptist Ministry. All they could say was, that's the body of Christ working together. It was very, Alfonso, one of our members, was helping he was planting the collard greens. Well, late summer, he'll be eating the collard greens. They need to see that a lot of work goes into that. See, why do you put compost down? To see all the different stages that it takes for collard greens to come on the plate at dinner time. Maybe when he's eating the collard greens, not only will there be a satisfaction in taste and a satisfaction that his stomach is filled, but it'll be a satisfaction as I planted those plants, and I planted, God brought the rain, and God brought it up to be a plant. So when they pray to ask God's blessing on the food and be thankful for it, they'll be truly thankful because they know what it took from it becoming a little plant to on their dinner plate.